Get down. Get down. Get down. It's Tuesday and Harambe, and Freedom School's in the house. Say what? It's Tuesday and Harambe, and Freedom School's in the house. Say what?
I have a magic question, but I need some magic.
Can you throw some magic on me?
Mark, I need some help.
Ready?
Freedom School, how y'all feeling?
Fantastic. Terrific. Great. All day long. Hey.
Freedom School, how y'all feeling?
Fantastic. Terrific. Great. All day long. Hey.
Freedom School, how y'all feeling?
Feeling good.
How y'all feeling?
Feeling great.
How y'all feeling?
Fantastic.
How y'all feeling?
Terrific.
When y'all feeling?
All day.
Every day!
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 It's called Summer Freedom School. It's at West Avenue Elementary, and you just saw a typical start of the day. This is Marianne DeLeon Smith, and she is with Voice, and Voice is putting on this Freedom School. Tell me what it's all about.
Well, our Summer Freedom School is focused on reading, writing, math, and this year we added the component science. And it's just to bridge that gap in summer for the kids so that they retain what they learned during the school year. And it's also a place for them to come during the summer instead of staying at home on the couch. Everything is focused around health and physical activity and learning.
There is a lot going on. You have a great start of the day. Talk a little bit about what you try to get the kids how you try to get them going at the start of the day.
Okay, when we start in the beginning, we do what's called Harambe, and it is Swahili for coming together, and it's to get them pumped for learning. They get excited, they do chants and cheers, they do read aloud, which you saw Dr. Kane do read aloud. We bring community members in so that they can see that these are their leaders and they can be those leaders. We are raising up leaders and lifetime learners, and so it just gets them pumped up for learning. So you'll see when they go in the classroom that they're excited about learning. We get excited as staff to do Harambe with the kids because it excites us for the day of working with them.
Of course, it all started out here outside, but it's going to go inside very soon. Talk about what happens in the classroom, what all you try to do there.
Okay, in the classroom, we have created a learning environment that is very different than the school year, and so it's very exciting. And they start out with a book a day at the lower levels, first through fourth grade, I believe. They read a book a day, and then from that book, they do math and history of the book. And so everything's centered around that. They do writing, every activity is centered around that book, and at the end of the day, they get to take that book home. Say they are building their library. They will have received 16 books this summer to take home.
What a wonderful way for children to stay engaged in learning during the summer. You mentioned that. They either can get caught up from the previous year or a head start in the next year.
Yes, yes. We get really excited to see those kids come up in their reading level because, you know, if you can read well, the learning comes a little bit easier. And we have a wall that you can put up where recognitions throughout the day. And so kids have actually put up there that our staff had said, you know, so-and-so did really well in reading today. And they talk about those during staff meetings and say, get excited about the kids bringing up their reading level. It's really exciting. Just like a teacher gets during the school year, they get excited about those kids learning and getting excited about reading. You have to have a love of reading to be able to do it every day. And that's what we're trying to create with these kids is a love of learning, a love of reading.
And can't say enough about building self-esteem. A lot of African American and Hispanic students here, and they're looking for role models.
Yes, they are, and we actually call our staff real models because we role model everything that we teach to be solution oriented. Don't come with the problem unless you have a solution. We want to, and we teach the kids no bullying. There's no bullying, zero tolerance. The kids that are not normally friends during the school year become friends in Freedom School and keep those relationships going.
Very good. Marianne DeLeon Smith, great job here. We're going to cut away from the interview now and see Dr. Bonnie Kane reading to the students this morning.
The Dragon Takes a Wife by Walter Dean Myers. And the reason I'm giving you the author's name is when I look at this group, I see a lot of smart kids. I see some kids who are going to grow up and be different things. And I hope some of them are going to be teachers, some of them are going to be doctors, some of them are going to be writers. Harry.
Oh.
Okay. Once upon a time, in the ancient kingdom of Lyraland, there lived a good but lonely dragon named Harry. Harry wanted a wife. But in Lyraland, the only way for Harry to get a wife was to prove his courage by winning a battle with the knight in shining armor. And Harry was not a good fighter. Each week, Harry would go to a clearing in the woods to fight the knight, and each week he would lose. Then he would go home and play sad songs on his flute. See, here's Harry right here and here. Harry knew he needed help. So one day he went over to the other side of the kingdom where all the good fairies lived. "What's bugging you, baby?" asked Mabel May Jones, one of the sweetest and kindest fairies in the kingdom. Well, said Harry, a tear welling in his great dragon's eye, "each week, to prove my courage, I fight the knight in shining armor, and each week I lose. I get lonelier and lonelier. I'd like to win once so I can get married and live happily ever after." "I can dig where you're coming from," said Mabel May. "What do you think would help you?" "Perhaps if you made my flame twice as hot as it is now, then I could win." "That ain't no big thing," said Mabel May. "Dig these magic words I'm going to say. When you go into the battle, repeat them to yourself and the magic will work." Mabel May waved her wand and said the magic words, "Fire grow red, fire grow bright. Turn Harry on so he can burn that knight." Harry thanked Mabel May and went home. When the time came to fight the knight, he again went to the clearing in the woods. This time, when the knight came charging at him, Harry repeated the magic words to himself and breathed out as hard as he could. But instead of hot breath, polka dots came floating out of his mouth and up into the sky like balloons. The knight struck Harry on the tail and rode back into the woods. "Ow!" cried Harry. He went home, put a Band-Aid on his tail, and played another sad song on his flute. The next morning, Harry went back to see Mabel May Jones and told her what had happened. "Well, chill out, honey. Ain't nobody perfect," she said. "Let's just try something new." "Perhaps you can make me twice as big," Harry said. "I can get down with that," Mabel May said. "When this dude comes charging at you, you go into serious super grow. That ought to blow that knight's mind." Then she waved her wand and said the magic words, "Bigger is better and biggest is best. Knock that knight down and dance on his chest." Yes. The next week, Harry went to fight the knight again. When the knight charged, Harry thought of the magic words and suddenly grew twice as big. In fact, he grew so big that his head was off the page. With his head off the page, he couldn't see the knight. He could only feel the sword striking his tail as he ran away. "Ow!" cried Harry. When he got home, he put on 2 Band-Aids. Okay. "You're not much of a fairy," Harry said when he went back to see Mabel May again. "I'm still losing." "Cool it, Harry," said Mabel May, one hand on her hip. "If you ain't got the strength to do the whipping or the speed to do the tipping, you don't need to do the lipping." "Well, okay," said Harry, "but this time, instead of making me bigger, how about making me invisible?" Then she waved her wand and said the magic words, "Make Harry disappear completely out of view. That knight will then be so confused he won't know what to do." Well, when the time came to fight the knight again, Harry had a smile on his face. He watched the knight come closer and closer. When the knight was almost upon him, Harry repeated the magic words to himself and disappeared. That is, most of him disappeared. His tail still showed. The knight hit Harry's tail right between the two Band-Aids and rode off into the woods. Harry went back to Mabel May again. I know, Mabel May said. You got blown away again. Let's face it, baby, that knight can definitely take care of business. Mabel May covered her mouth and giggled, but you did look funny with just your tail showing like that. Oh, I'll never win, moaned Harry. Do you have any more ideas? Harry thought for a moment. How about a disguise so I can trick the knight? Sounds good to me, Mabel May said. When the knight charges you, you turn into the border of the page and you'll have him surrounded. That sounds good, Harry beamed. Mabel May waved her wand and said the magic words. Fairy power, dragon power, we're both in a rage. Make old Harry the border of the page. Once again, Harry went to fight the knight. As soon as the knight charged, Harry repeated the magic words to himself, and instantly he was turned into the border of the page. The knight looked around for Harry, but he couldn't find him. Harry was just about ready to pounce on the knight when the knight struck his sword into the ground, which really was Harry. Ow! Harry cried. He had lost again. The knight rode off into the woods, and Harry went home to play his flute. The next day, he went to see Mabel May again. I give up, he said sadly. I'll never get a wife. Don't feel bad, baby, said Mabel May. My magic thing ain't working because you got your mind set on losing. You get that losing stuff out of your system and you can't move right. I'll have to teach you how to move. But I'm a dragon and you're a fairy, Harry said. How can you teach me how to move? That ain't no big thing, said Mabel May. Then she waved her wand and said the magic words. Let me be a dragon and teach Harry how to move so that he can beat the knight and get back in the groove. And Mabel May turned into a dragon, the prettiest dragon Harry had ever seen. Watch me, Harry, she said. Then she started moving her shoulders up and down and swishing her tail from side to side. But Harry could hardly keep his mind on her movements because she was so pretty. Gee, you're pretty, Mabel May, he said. You trying to get next to me, Harry? Said Mabel May, blushing. If you remained a dragon, Harry said, I could ask you to be my wife. Then I'd really have a reason for winning when I fought the knight. You know, I think we're into something, baby, Mabel May said. I've always had a soft spot in my heart for dragons. Besides, I never did dig ferrying too much.
I can tell.
So Harry went to the clearing to fight again. This time, when the knight charged, Harry moved his tails and shoulders the way Mabel May had shown him. Then he quickly whirled around, flipped his tail at the knight, and knocked him down. And that is the story of how Harry the Dragon beat the knight, married Mabel May, got a good job in the post office, and lived happily ever after.
Thank you.
A great job by Dr. Bonnie Kane reading A Dragon Takes a Wife here at Freedom School at West Avenue. Been joined now by the principal, Joseph Alexander. Joseph, what a great school you have going on this summer. Talk about what you're feeling about it.
Ooh, for me, it's always about learning. It's continuous learning. Learning doesn't just stop at the end of the year. We wanted to bring this program in. I went over to observe the program they had over at J.H. Hines last year, and I thought what a wonderful program to bring that over here at West Avenue to incorporate hands-on learning regarding math, the science, English, social studies. To me, it was a great opportunity to instill that self-esteem and build that within our program for our kids. And hopefully we'll increase next year to have more kids. This year we averaged anywhere between 25, 30 kids. So next year, we're trying to get more parents involved throughout the school year to incorporate that with our PTA going into the 2015-2016 school year.
We saw the outdoor activities this morning. Let's not forget about those indoor activities. I know that you have gone to some of those classes and seen what's going on.
Yeah, it's a wonderful opportunity for our kids. They're getting to be able to be hands-on and build that project-based learning with the STEM technology that we have throughout the school year. The artwork that they've done inside the classroom has been great. It's been fantastic. So I'm hoping to incorporate that hands-on learning to build that into our learning, going into the kinesthetic, the tactile, and also the nature that they've been in and outside, and building that nurturing environment that kids can step out and take risks and take chance about their learning. So anytime we can do that, the better chance we have with our kids actually transferring that knowledge and making sure that they understand the different, components to learning and the different components that we have inside the classroom. So it's been a wonderful opportunity for our children.
You just concluded your second full year at Hines, at West Avenue?
Yes, sir.
Going into the third year. Tell me about the community you're trying to build here at West Avenue.
The community is, to me, I feel like our school should be the hub. It should be the center of the community where parents are able to come in and feel like they're important, that they're part of their child's learning. We do a lot throughout the year. We'll go out to Kate Ross every year to deliver flyers, to also let them know when summer registration starts July 27th. It ends August 7th. So we'll start that process going out to the community and welcome them and opening our doors to let them know that, this school is their school, that they're welcome anytime to come in to ask us questions. My door is always open. So the more that they can come in and feel like they're part of our team and our school family, the stronger community that we'll have, because I want us to be able to connect and communicate with each other. And that's why our partnership with our school partners in education are so strong, because we start that process early in the summer, and then we invite our teachers to come up and start planning for the school year.
And the school year really didn't end for West Avenue. No, it goes through the summer, and you have a great head start to next year.
Yes, we're excited. We're really excited to incorporate the kids that was in the Freedom School to kind of be our school leaders, to go in and take that initiative and take what they just learned and build that within their school, within their classroom. So we'll do a lot of the Harambe, a lot of the chants, a lot of parent involvement, a lot of different activities to get the parents involved, to get their kids involved, and whatever it takes, that's what we're willing to do to make sure our school continues to be prosperous in all things.
Very good. Joseph Alexander, principal here at West Avenue Elementary. Congratulations on a great camp this summer. Once again, it's Freedom Camp here at West Avenue Elementary.
I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was wrong. Oh no, oh no, something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong. Brothers and sisters, when they insist we're just not good enough. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. But we know better. Look them in the eyes and say what? We're gonna do it anyway. Pop it up, gonna do it anyway. Something inside so strong. And I know that I can make it. Though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was wrong. Oh no, oh no, something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong. I know I can be what I want to be what I want to be.
If I work hard at that,
If I work hard at it,
I'll be where I want to be.
I'll be where I want to be.
I know I can.
I know I can
Be what I want to be.
be what I want to be.
If I work hard at that,
If I work hard at it,
I'll be where I want to be.
I'll be where I want to be.
Freedom School.
Take me to the bridge.
All right, we're gonna have to ask y'all. It's gonna get very violent. Y'all gotta move out the way.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
When we know better, we know better. Just look 'em in the eyes and say,
Say what?
gonna do it anyway.
Pop it up! Pop it up! Pop it up! Woo, woo. Yeah, it gets very intense.
Make it.
Something inside so strong. Something inside so strong. I didn't get it. sing?